Hi guys, welcome to RPA stuff, and in today's video I'm going to provide solution to inverse extraction challenge. This video will be a bit lengthy, so I will be dividing this video in three parts. I will be completing this challenge using IQbot, and for those of you who are not aware what this challenge is, so the challenge is simple. We have a data in tabular format, and it spans across three pages. The challenge is we have to look at this due date, and if this due date has passed or the date is today, we have to download the corresponding invoice. And this invoice can be in two formats. So they have provided a sample for this for two invoices, and we have to extract data such as invoice number, invoice date, company name from these invoices and invoice total, along with the ID and due date which is present in this table. And we have to uh, add this data in a CSV file in the specified format which they have given, and we have to upload it in the end. So our first step to this solution will be to create a IQ bot. So we have to create one IQ bot learning instance, and we have to train the bot using the sample documents. So you have to log in into your automation anywhere control room, and when you go into first tab explore, you will find these options. Here you have to click on open IQbot. In this page in learning instances, here you have to click on train other documents. Now click on learning instances, then click on new learning instance. So first we have to fill some general information. So I will name it as invoice extraction. You can give it a description, and here you have to select the document type. It's invoices, and the primary language default is English. Now let us upload the sample documents. Then I will click on browse, and then I will select the sample documents. So here we don't need any table data, so we will remove these items. So what all details we need? We need invoice date, invoice number, invoice total. But apart from this, we also need company name. So we'll just open this drop down, and here you can see there is no company name field. So we will add one. So we added the field. Let us check again the details are correct. Then we will click on create instance and analyze. So now the IQ bot will analyze these two documents. It will first classify them, then it divide it into two groups, and then it will automatically identify the details which were specified, the details which we need to extract. So the IQbot has identified the data type of the label field and the field value. So as you can see, the data type is date, the field label is date, and the field value is June 30, 2019. So this data is identified correctly. Let's move to next field. So invoice number. So invoice number is also identified correctly. Now let's move to invoice total. So here you can see the data is correct, but it is pointing at the wrong field. It is pointing at the balance due. So what we will do is first we have to change the label. So we will click on field label and then we will click on the total. So as you can see, it has automatically identified the field value. Now it is pointing towards the correct field. Now if you see the company name is still blank, it has not automatically identified the field name and field label. So what I will do is I will just select the field value. Now let us see the extraction result. So as you can see, the data is getting correctly identified. So the invoice number is correct, total is also correct, and the company name is also correct. So let us close this window and we will click on save and go to next. Here we will click on save. So here in second group, it has failed to identify the date. So here because the field label date is not mentioned. So what we will give is we will give another field label to identify it. So I will just click on invoice. And let us see what it is identifying. Yes, it is correctly identifying the date. Let's move to invoice number. That is also getting identified correctly. Invoice total. When this field is identified correctly. So here again, the company name value is not getting added. So I'll click on field value here and I will select the field. Now let us click on see extraction results. So all the data which is extracted is correct. So we'll close this and we'll click on save and go to next group. Since there is no group left, we will close it. So as you can see, IQBot has created two different groups, one for each template, and we have done the training. Now we will move this bot to production. Unless and until you move this bot to production, we won't be able to use it in our task bot. So let us move it to production. So it is asking for you want to set this learning institute to production. Yes, I want to. So now our bot is in production. Now let us test this bot, IQ bot, if it is working properly. We will go back to control room, go back to automation, and I will create a new task bot. Let's name it test IQ bot. Create it. So I have kept sample documents in this folder. So let us apply a loop and we will loop each file in a folder, and in folder path I will give this address. To store the name and extension, I will create a dictionary type variable. Let's name it file. Gonna save. Now in here actions, we will search for IQ bot. So in this IQ bot, we will select upload document. So as you select this IQ bot upload document action, it will first ask for server instance. So first it is identifying all the server instances available. Now in the drop down, it will show all the instances which we have created in IQ bot. So our instance is invoice extraction. Now in file path, we will first specify the path and then we'll give the file name dot extension. Dictionary key is name dot giving file dictionary keys extension. And we will save the response to variable sample string. So to know the status of this uploaded document, whether it was uploaded successfully or not, we will just enter a message box. Here you will specify sample string. So whatever status uh, is there while uploading, it will be shown here. Now after uploading, we have to download the output of that extraction. So we will go to IQbot again and we will see you have an option called as download all documents. So we'll set it here. So again, it is asking for server instances. So first it will identify all server instances in production. And here I will specify invoice extraction. So whichever uh, document was successfully identified and data extraction was done, that document it will download. It is asking for a output folder. So let us give output folder. And again, we will save the response in sample string. See that response, we will again add a message box here. Let's save it. One thing I forgot is we need to add some delay between upload and download. So let us add some delay. 3 seconds or 5 seconds. And then download all documents. We will just take this delete files from server after downloading. Save it. Let us run it again. First file was uploaded successfully. Second is uploaded successfully. And the download is also successful. Now let us analyze the output file which is it has downloaded. So invoice date, total, company name is correct, and second CSV file to date, company name has been identified. So our IQbot is working as expected. So IQbot creation is done. Now our next step will be to create a bot that will navigate through all these three pages, extract this table, identify the correct input XML to download uh, by checking the date condition. So see you in my next video. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe.